Who's the biggest threat to Brooklyn in the East?
It's easily the Philadelphia 76ers. First of all, there's no answer to Embiid. He's like in the NBA, let alone on the Brooklyn Nets. You can throw Claxton and Blake at him. Good luck. He was the MVP, but he just missed too many games, so Jokic will be the MVP. Otherwise, it'd have been Embiid. And then you look at this defense. Look, the Nets, I think, are going to win the title if they stay healthy. But the Sixers may have the best shot of any team, east or west, of beating them. Look at the defense. The best defensive player in the game, I'm sorry, it's not Rudy Gobert. Ben Simmons was right about this. Rudy Gobert can't defend all 5 positions really well. Ben Simmons can. Ben Simmons has been the best defensive player in basketball. You know who another top 5 guy is? Joel Embiid. You know another guy who we said, boy, that guy has a lot of defensive potential. In a couple of years, the year is right now. Right now, Thibault is already an excellent defender. Maybe top 10, Stephen A. at this moment, the way it's trending, and he has a chance to be the best defender in the game in short order. That's 3 guys. How about the spacing they have with those shooters? You like what Daryl Morey's done? Seth Curry and Danny Green. Seth Curry's shooting like 47% from 3. He's taking 10 a game, 12 a game, whatever it is. Danny Green, same thing, taking a bunch of threes, hitting them at over 40%. Danny Green can still defend on ball, by the way. You look at the shooting they have, and I haven't even mentioned Tobias Harris, or Ben Simmons can't shoot, that's true, but look at the floor spacing, and he's created more open looks from 3 than anyone in the league since he entered the league. The Sixers are the threat to the Nets.
Listen, I don't just summarily dismiss that because I love what I've seen from the Sixers this year, and I believe in Seth Curry. I definitely Tobias Harris, the way that he's been playing, and I'm with you on Thibault as well because I'm very impressed with him. I like what they're doing, and obviously Doc Rivers was the ingredient that they needed to elevate themselves, and Joel Embiid is an MVP candidate because we all know what he's done when he was healthy before he ultimately went down with that knee injury. Having said all of that, I would remind you that the reigning 2-time league MVP resides in Milwaukee. And this year, which is considered a down year to some degree, because as you pointed out a few months ago, Coach Budenholzer was trying new things with the arrival of Jrue Holiday and implementing him into the equation along with Chris Middleton, DiVincenzo out of Villanova is a contributor to this squad as well, et cetera, et cetera. I would remind you that with Giannis Antetokounmpo, the numbers that I have in front of me, Max, are 28.1 points a game, 11 rebounds, 5.9 assists on 56.9% shooting. Last time I checked, there's nothing to sneeze at. And I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at the fact that they have the #1 offense in the NBA, #1 in attempts, I would add. They've got size and athleticism on their front line. The acquisition of P.J. Tucker has elevated them defensively. You know what Jrue Holiday can do as a defender on the perimeter well. And unlike Ben Simmons, and I love Ben Simmons, he's my defensive player of the year. But when you look at Ben Simmons offensively, yes, you can have him roaming on the baseline. And yes, Doc Rivers came on my show and talked and came on First Take as well and told me that, you know what, I'm not really concerned about Ben Simmons. And he and I debated about that because I don't believe that to be the case in terms of Ben Simmons' perimeter shooting. I think sometimes you can find yourself playing 4-on-5 basketball on the offensive side of the ball, if you're the 76ers. And as a result of that, that's not the case in Milwaukee. So I'm going to look at the Milwaukee Bucks slightly as a bigger threat to Brooklyn than Philadelphia at this moment in time, even though Philadelphia obviously is very, very formidable, and they can end up getting hot and doing some things.
Yeah, you see how you compared Giannis first to Embiid and then to Simmons? The bottom line is Milwaukee's got one of those guys. They got Giannis. The Sixers got 2 of those guys. They got Embiid and Simmons. I mean, respect to Jrue Holiday, respect to Chris Middleton, but there are levels to this. And not only do the Sixers have the shooters who space the floor and the high-level players like Embiid and Simmons. What are you shaking your head about? Simmons?
Hold on, wait a minute. Chris Middleton isn't Ben Simmons defensively, but Ben Simmons isn't the threat that Chris Middleton is offensively.
Only shooting the ball, Stephen A.
Only
shooting the ball, obviously.
Only shooting?
The ball. Yeah, but
did you just say
else.
Only shooting?
Chris Middleton shoots. Everyone shoots better than Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons does everything else way better than Chris Middleton. But shooting, Middleton has.
Max, when are you going to learn? For the last 2 years, I've talked to you. You were the one. I apologize. I see now what's going on. I see what happened. See, 2 years ago, Molly, Max had Greek freak Giannis as the best player in the world. And because of 2 games over a weekend, reduced him to 5 and never recovered because they lost that series against Toronto. Then last year he had faith. Hold on. Then last year he had faith in him again. And they let him down against Miami. And me and Kendrick Perkins had picked Miami. And Max picked Milwaukee. And they burned him. Max said, fool me once, fool me twice, but I'll be damned if you're going to do it a third time, Milwaukee. So that's what's going on here with Max. That's what's going on here with Max Kellerman.
Yeah, no, you're right, Stephen A. You're joking, but you're right.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, Ben Simmons, it's one thing with Giannis only shooting 30% from threes. But Ben Simmons doesn't even attempt them. And so as a result of that, when you don't even have to game plan but so much in terms of his offensive prowess from the perimeter, that he's not that threat, but you need him on the floor for his defensive prowess. That is a problem for your offense.
Not when everyone
else. And that could come back to burn them.
Stephen A., they can't play 5 out, but they can play 4 because even Embiid is shooting almost 38% from 3, taking 3 a game.
But
everyone on the team is a shooter.
Right.
Everyone on the team is a shooter.
I'm just saying that come playoff basketball, as the game slows down and you become more of a half-court offense, I think that Ben Simmons' limitations as a perimeter threat could burn them.
I'm tossing it into Embiid when it slows down. I think they'll be fine.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.